Okay. The first one was connections through the pain. It was about, similarly to what we talked about today, actually. It was about being able to
Mhm.
express yourself
Mhm.
in the right way to people rather than getting frustrated and communicating in the wrong way or just not communicating at all. It's nice to have some supportive phrases. And Also, it's nice to have that to default to in times of stress and pressure because we can very easily, say the wrong thing at the wrong time in the wrong way. But if we can be
Mhm.
conscious of our state, then we can control that a little bit better. And the wrong thing said in the wrong way at the wrong time can lead us down a really bad path because um, it you can't take the words back, right? It's one of those things where after you've said something, it's said, and that's that. And people sometimes remember those things.
Yeah, it is dangerous when you say something. Somebody will remember.
Yeah,
Mm.
which is that takes us back to everything matters. What matters? Well, everything matters. All the actions matter. Um, the second page was resolutions to be a better person. It was about
Person.
work, love, and connection. Three things that are
Mhm.
are are essential and are also interconnected as well. Um, Work is obviously not just about you know w- working for money. It's about working on everything that is important, putting in the energy to it, um, loving it, and sharing that. The connection is sharing things with other people, and that gives us the feedback that we need to make the right decisions, as long as we share the right information with the right people. Mm,
Yes.
mm. And as long as we seek advice from the right people as well, um, which yeah can be difficult to find the right people. It As I think I said before, friends are friends because they accept who we are, but sometimes that's not what we need.
Mhm. Somebody who pokes you a bit.
Yeah, somebody keeps you on track or realizes your potential.
Mhm.
Because the same way that with the student rises to the level of expectation of the teacher. The friend will rise to the level of expectation of the friend within the friendship. And I have found myself in situations in the past where I have said to people, I expect better from you.
Mhm.
It's not about you,
You.
right? It's not about you. It's about me and my expectation. I don't expect you to be anybody except you, but I have a level of expectation within my life. I
Mhm.
expect I expect certain things, and I also expect the problems that come with those expectations as well. But once again, that's a choice I choose to deal with.
I asked this guy a question. What is it what you would like me to improve on me? And his answer was like that's more like what women do, just like a woman look at a man and think about like, yeah, if I work on him in 5 years time, that's what I want, that's what I need. But later,
Hmm.
like, um I have a feeling that he would wouldn't mind if my English and the grammar and the constant mistakes I constantly make, if I can get rid of it, and I would read more about what's happening, or have have a little bit more to add to the topics he likes to discuss. But he didn't admit that.
Okay, 3 things.
Yes.
Number 1.
Gosh. 1.
He did not answer your question.
Yes, he didn't.
Which is extremely unhelpful because you're expressing to him what you need from him and he's not giving it to you. Number 2. Grammar doesn't matter in your personal relationship. And number 3, you would not be asking those questions if you were happy with yourself. So, so number 1, the answer to me sounds like avoidance, which sounds like fear of offending, which sounds like I can't be myself. If you can't tell me what you like or don't like, or you don't have any expectations for me to get better, whoa. Right? Because in a relationship, we coach each other. And I'm asking you, what do I need to do to get better? And you're saying, well, that's somebody else's issue. How can that possibly be somebody else's issue? It's our issue. Well, I think that's something that women do. Yes, and I'm doing that right now by asking you.
Yeah.
Right. Understand that it's something that women do, and as a man, understand that you have to fulfill that need. Right? Because women have to fulfill the needs of men the same way that men have to fulfill the needs of women. It's part of the relationship. It's not somebody else's issue or problem if it's important to me. So, once again, I'm expressing my needs. I need to know what you want me to improve so that I can not only improve the things that I want, but improve the things that are going to improve the quality of everything overall, right? If I was a songwriter and I brought you my song and I asked you to be critical of it, you would be critical of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is more important. So I still need you to be critical about something that's more important for me. And I understand that might be hard for you. I understand that might be strange for you. I understand that might be something you've never done before. But relationships are about going to new places. Yeah, and if we don't inject those new things into relationship, once again they become stagnant and sterile and they don't move. Right. So that's an important, I think, point that I would return to again, because again, as we discussed earlier, sometimes the same question can get a different answer when asked at a different time. I mean, I don't know if he's bilingual. Does he speak another language?
Yes.
Okay.
He learns Spanish.
Okay.
He learned a little bit of Thai. And,
okay. Well, that's great, because then he has empathy about not having a language as a first language, which is a really good thing to understand. The grammar really doesn't matter. People will find a way to communicate what they need to communicate to each other. Grammar is not part of the language of love. Does grammar matter? Like, grammar matters in communicating in an exact and specific way. It matters if you've got a job. It matters if it's, you're paid to do something with it. Otherwise,
Mm.
it's a complete irrelevance. Yeah, because there's so much more that there's so much more about action in a relationship. You do need to you do need to be able to express yourself through words, but yeah, I don't think it matters that much. I think it's a problem you can solve very quickly by realizing it's not the most important thing. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's probably not the most important thing. It's not going to change any of the other more important things at this moment, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something which will probably correct itself naturally over time. So, it's a bit like saying, how do I heal my broken leg instantly? Well, you don't. You just you look after it over time and have awareness and care.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. That was just a passing thought where you would only ask those questions if there was some worry that you had about something not being as good as it should be, which might come from anywhere. That might be a personal thing from inside you. It might be something that you've read in other people's communication where you feel that they think that, or you sense that there's some kind of communication. Like, there are bigger communication problems than grammar. There's meaning and clarity